This is a bit ridiculous, but these are all the supplements that my husband and I were taking when we conceived this baby. Hi, I'm Lindsay. My husband is a fireman. We're a fire family on mission to use our abundance of time to help our children actually learn to love God and like each other. And if you saw our video, one of our most recent videos, you'll see that we have a new child coming. So we are pregnant and so very thankful for it. And if you saw the title of that video, you would see that we had been praying for, hoping for, trying for this baby for 5 years. Now, our first two came quickly and easily, and we're grateful for that. And this one took a lot longer, and we're grateful for that too. It was definitely a sanctifying time in our faith and our marriage and parenting, and we just grew in a lot of different ways. And I want to say, so I want to share what supplements we both were taking when it finally happened. But I also want to say, I believe God is the author of life. And, you know, I joked every Christmas while we were trying that, you know, Mary was a virgin and she was able to have a baby. But, you know, it's all, God can do whatever he wants. But I also believe that God gave us brains and that he wants us to discover the world around us. And that part of that is learning about medicine and supplementation and different things that we can do medically to also increase our chances of becoming pregnant. And so I'm a testament to that. My mom has a blood clotting disorder. My parents had 3 miscarriages before they were able to have me and finally figure out what was going on. And because of what they learned, she was able to, you know, go on different medications to help her blood to keep from clotting so that I wouldn't die. And I'm obviously grateful for that. And I think it's a both and, that God is one who opens and closes the womb, and also he gave us brains that he wants us to use. And so if there's anything that we can do to help increase our chances, I think we should. So we never got like a clear answer as to why things were taking so long this time. There's a possibility like a little bit of both of us. We really don't know. And we don't know what made the difference when it finally did. But I know that supplements were something I had done a lot of research into. And for my sake, for in the future, and for anybody else who might be interested, I just thought it might be worth sharing the things that we were both taking when we finally did get pregnant. So I'm going to start with what I was taking. Unfortunately, these aren't the prenatal, but you should be on a prenatal, and you should be on a prenatal like before you even want to start having babies. If you know you want to have babies sometime in the next couple of years, just go ahead and start a prenatal now. I was taking Needed, and then I don't know, for some reason I felt like they just started to smell really bad, and this was actually before I got pregnant, so I can't even blame pregnancy hormones on the smell. But I felt like they started to smell bad, and it's 8 pills a day, which is a lot. And I get why it's that many. You know, take them throughout the day so that your body is getting a chance to absorb all the different little bits to it, instead of like what people would say like a very expensive pee, because anything extra, if you take them all at once, it's just extra and your body just pees out the extra immediately. So if you take them in smaller portions throughout the day, your body has more of a chance to absorb the nutrients and vitamins. And I get that, but 8 is a lot to accomplish, to get done through a day. And the smell was just too much for me. So pretty early on in my pregnancy, I switched to We Heart Nutrition. This brand is pro-life. It's really cool. They donate to pro-life organizations with every bottle of vitamins that you buy. So prenatal, obviously, number one. Should be everybody's number one if you're trying to get pregnant. On top of that, I have also always taken a prenatal DHA. This was something that when I had both my boys, I think I was just taking a 1-a-day prenatal. And then I also had a DHA on top of it. And my blood results were always really, really good with them. And so I felt like it was important to include this because it wasn't in my, like, built into the vitamin. So prenatal DHA, this one's from Nordic Naturals. It has like a very, very slight strawberry taste to it, but it's a gel, so it's not like it has a bad taste anyway. The next one is myo-inositol. This one is Fresh Nutrition. I think I got it from Walmart. I worked really hard to find one that didn't have myo-inositol. Is also often combined with something else, and I had tried it before when it was the combination, like years ago, recommended by a midwife. It's recommended, I think, specifically with people with PCOS, and I didn't have PCOS, but it was still suggested as something that was worth giving it a try. And then I recently read the book, It Starts With the Egg, which I highly, highly recommend. Don't take medical advice from me. I am not a doctor. But most of the supplement ideas that I have gotten have actually come from that book. Again, It Starts With the Egg. It starts with an egg. It starts with the egg. And it's all about just increasing your egg health and sperm health. So, and in that book, she recommended using myo-inositol that wasn't included with the other thing that it's usually with. I can't remember what it is, but there's that. And then a probiotic. We kind of mix ours up and just use different ones at different times. I think that's not a bad idea to use different probiotics. So this is the one that we're currently using. It's from Sam's. That one's easy. Magnesium. I also kind of switch up what kind of magnesium I'm using because there's so many different kinds. This is what I'm using right now. This is what I was using when I got pregnant. So magnesium, I take this throughout pregnancy as well for like cramps, but that was something I was taking when trying. Melatonin, this is interesting. This is 300 mcg, which I think is micrograms. Credit to that book. I didn't take it all the time, but just every now and then, especially when I did want to go to sleep. You'd be surprised. Literally, it's such a small amount. This is supposed to like replicate your body's natural amount of melatonin. So, and that's supposed to help with fertility. Don't ask me why or how. Read the book. It'll explain it to you. And then let's see, just a couple more. Vitamin B complex. This was also recommended by my midwife friend. This is Nordic Naturals also. Vitamin C. This is really interesting, learning about how this affects fertility. Can't think of my words right now. And then the last one that I was taking was alpha, I don't know how you say it, lipoic acid. Sometimes I think you see it written as like ALA. So those were all of the supplements that I was taking. And I know that that sounds like a ton. I was not religiously taking them all perfectly, which again, I wouldn't credit any of that to why it finally worked for us, but you never know. It might have been something that helped. And if I am ever trying to conceive again in the future, you can bet that this is likely the regimen I will at least start with. Anytime I learned about a new supplement that could help fertility, or anything that could help fertility, I would like basically give myself allow myself to try like one new thing a month, which if you're trying for 5 years, that's a lot of new things that you're trying. But I wouldn't say, like most things, you need to give like 3 to 6 months of time to actually test before giving it up. So a lot of these like I would do maybe like a bottle before giving up that supplement and trying something new. And the book that I was specifically reading recommended a lot of supplements. So that's why I think I have so many. So some of these are repeats for my husband, but I will start with the one that he was on. So we did different, there are a surprising amount of men's like prenatal type of vitamins as well, or like sperm health type of vitamins out there. The one that he was taking when I got pregnant is this one, Theralogix Conception XR. It's 2 pills a day, which was another bonus to this one. I think he had been on the needed one as well before, and I think the men's needed is like 4 pills a day, which again that's just a lot. So that's nice that this one's only 2 a day. So this was like the main one he was taking, and then on top of that he was also taking this Alpha one, and he was taking a probiotic, and I can't remember, I don't think I was giving him an extra vitamin C. This one's got vitamin C in it, right? Yeah, this one has a lot of vitamin C in it, like over 500% your daily value. So I don't think I was giving him an extra vitamin C either. But then these two were a little bit different. So ashwagandha he was taking, and the last one was pine pollen. So kind of a unique one too. Again, do your own research. Obviously I'm not explaining what the purpose was behind each of these different supplements, but at some point in time I had either read or been advised that they were beneficial in some capacity to fertility, and so I added them into like our daily regimen. My husband always joked, because I'd give him like a handful of pills every day. He would laugh and say that's how I was gonna take him out one day. He'd have no idea, because he just, whatever I gave him, he just took. Good times. So we're still taking a lot of these. Some of them I have changed. I'm pretty sure I did some research on this one and discovered it wasn't a great thing to take during pregnancy. But that might, well, I don't take the melatonin anymore either. I don't need it. I am sleepy enough as is. So yeah, there's a few things that I've changed now that I am pregnant, but those were the things that we were taking while trying. So I hope that if you guys are in the process of trying, pray that this time can be sanctifying for you too, and that you can look back on it as a blessing, but that one day you will have that baby in your arms as well. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or any other ideas for trying to conceive videos or pregnancy videos. Have a good one.